Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Please like, subscribe to my channel. My name is Naveen. So today's topic is about quarter three results of IDFC First Bank. Today the results have been declared. So I don't want to go to the fundamental analysis of IDFC First Bank since I already made a video on this already. If you not watched it, I think it was actually made 2 months back. So I'm also going to give you the link in the description. Please watch it so that it will help you. So then later on you can see the quarter three result review. So let me start with it's actually, if you ask me, it is actually mixed bagger. It's not a kind of a very good result as it's shown in the media because they are comparing year to year result. But if you compare quarter to quarter, it's not a very good result. So there are, of course, there are some positives and there are also negatives. I'm going to give you both the perspective. I'm not sure how the market will take when the market opens on Tuesday, but it's kind of a mixed bag, if you ask me. Let me quickly start with the positives. Then we can go to also the negative and also give you the conclusion. I think what will be my opinion like that. So in terms of deposits, so it's really good. So overall, actually, as you can see, when the merger happened and now it's every quarter they're keep on growing up. Here you can see already, almost like 12,000 crores they've raised. Even this quarter also, even during even this challenging times, even big banks like Kotak Mahindra Bank, HDFC Bank, everybody said that they are struggling for the deposits, but IDFC First Bank is able to raise it. So one thing is also maybe because of the they're giving high interest rate, which is also actually visible in the cost income to cost ratio, which I'll tell you next. Maybe because of that they're able to raise anyway good deposits. So this is also CASA, I mean customer current account and savings account. So this is actually this is kind of a normal keeping the money in the savings account and current account. It's not like a term deposit or a fixed deposit like that. If you keep like that, then usually the interest will be higher. But if you're just keeping in current account and saving account, this is actually very less. 3% for the balance less than 1 lakh. So as you can see, in spite of changing that rate as well, they are able to grow the deposits. That's a really good thing. But if you see over 5 lakh and other things, they are still giving a a deposit sorry, interest rate of 7%. So anyway, I think in terms of deposits, it's positive. They are really good. And also in spite of all the challenges to get the money, they're able to maintain the CASA rate compared to last quarter. 46.4 was there. I think this they are able to maintain as well. That's good news. And even the liabilities, diversified deposits. So you can see here it's always 79% of the customers are retail deposits. So if it is retail deposit means like a normal customer, they will keep less amount and then they will also keep uh, for a long period of time. So because I mean I don't want to speak negatively, but most of the retailers do not know where to multiply the money. If because of that, they will just keep it in FD or they keep it in the savings account. It's actually good for the bank. They will take the money and then they will lend it to the personal loan or something for 13-15%, even though they pay you, for example, 3% for the normal savings account and current accounts. So anyway, for the bank, it is good. As you can see here, compared to 73% was the wholesale deposit earlier. Now it is 79%. This is really very, very good positive news. They're able to diversify, and even if you usually have wholesale deposit, they'll keep a lot of big money like 100 crores, 200 crores, 2000 crores like that. If they withdraw it straight away, the CASA ratio nothing comes down because it is retail deposit here. It is sticky. That's why they are able to get the cheap money, and so that they can lend it at the higher rate and they can get the profit. And also, as I mentioned in my last video, there were a lot of infrastructure bond related. Uh, they had borrowed the money, legacy borrowings, which were actually having high interest rate. Now they are keep on coming down. If you see, 18,762 was last December. Now they already paid some 5,000 or something. They bought it back. Now this one has come down, 13,600 crores only left now. But still they keep on reducing it. If they keep on reducing it, then the total cost of funds of the bank will also get reduced. So if I come to the loan book, I mean this is also really good. It's going growing really good every quarter. They're able to grow, easily at 25%. That is a very very good thing. And also it's diversified, so that is also another good thing. And large corporate and financial institutions and all, it's not much. It's really diversified. That's really good thing. And also you can see here this was the last loan book in September 30 2023. Now they almost, you can see here 18, it has become 1 lakh 89,000 is the loan book currently. Yeah, they also grown here. So these are all the very positive news. And also in terms of GNPA and net NPA, they are really getting better and better every quarter, so it's almost like 1.45 and 0.51. This is really as well as good news as well, you can see here. And one more positive which I missed here is also actually, in terms of provision coverage ratio. So now the bank is almost like 83% of the total GNPA has been, covered. Provision has been given. This is also really very very good news. That means the provision has been already given. Even if the bank, even if the customer does not pay, it is kind of it will be written off after some time. No, that's also one good thing which I not mentioned here. Yeah, these were all the positive news. Let's come to the negatives. So the cost to income ratio, so they are struggling. If you see, they in the beginning when the in 2018 when the merger happened, that time they had given a target of almost like 55% or something. So that they are not able to reach because of, I mean, of course there is a reason that I'm not blaming management or something like that. So because of the one or the other issue, they are rising, they increasing the branches. I think even the last quarter they increased 35 branches, and because of the employee cost, and there is also this borrowing cost what they're paying to keep the deposits. That's also they're paying 7%. Because of all these things, the cost to income ratio is not coming down. This is really one of the bad thing. So if you compare with other big banks and all, they are really very very good. Less than 50 or around 50%. This is still struggling even to come down. Even last quarter also was this much only. I think this is also not going down. So this is a major concern. This is one of the negative news. And in terms of operating income, it has grown, of course. If you compare to quarter two as well as quarter three of the year, also it is grown by 31%. Even in no, this is year on year, it has grown. But the major problem is here, the provisions also is growing. It has grown by 45%. You can, even though you're showing it as a sales or you're showing it as a revenue, if they are, giving a provision, or maybe they're thinking it is a bad loan, that means this is a major problem. I don't know where exactly this NPAs are coming up, but because of this, the quarter three provision is too much. And because of this, it has also an impact on the profit which has been posted. So profit after tax is also, compared to last quarter, it is reduced. So in my last video I mentioned that because they are announcing 1 week before, I was expecting at least they will post a profit of 800 to 850, but it is actually, it's kind of a disappointment. They have just posted 716 crores. That is, one of the bad news. In spite of, here they paid more tax earlier, but this tax, they've also paid less tax here. Anyway, they have to pay it in the next quarter. Here they paid 231, and here they paid only 192. That means this has to be paid again to the government next quarter. Because of that, I mean, that is also another negative news. Even though they paid less tax, even the profit is less. Yeah, the major concern is two concerns. Provisions is getting increased. I don't know, maybe unsecured loans, because the infrastructure loans also has been reduced already. But I'm not sure where exactly this is coming. This we need to understand more. I think even in the conference call, somebody asked this question, but management did not give a satisfactory answer. But he also said that you should not compare quarter to quarter or year to year like that. But he was asking to look in a long term. But I mean, as you see, looking at the positives as well as this negatives of this quarterly less quarter to quarter less profit. So because I'm also concentrated investor, I also invested heavily in IDFC Limited, even though it's parent company. It will be merged in uh, a couple of months. I'm going to review it another maybe 2 to 3 quarters. If it is getting better, then I'll stay invested. Then otherwise, I need to take a call. I mean, this video has also been made for educational purpose. So you need to take your call based on your financial advisor, or maybe on your own analysis. Okay, this is the negative. I think these are all the major negatives. Provision is getting increased. This is bad news, really. And this cost to income ratio is not coming up. If I come to conclusion, so currently the book value has grown to 44.51, including the 3,000 crores what they have raised. So here also actually because of this RBI, safe deposit for the unsecured loans, the tier one capital, which is actually the safe capital which bank has to keep, the minimum percentage which is informed by RBI is 12%. That has also come down for IDFC First Bank in spite of raising a 3,000 crore capital by diluting the shares. Last quarter it has come down to 13.85 or something. So I think they need to raise a capital again. If they keep on raising capital, the number of shares will keep on increase. If the number of shares are keep on increasing, the shares, the earnings per share and other things will keep on going down. So if I remember correctly, when the merger happened, I think the number of shares were around 560 or something. Now they already raised, I think, two or three times. So they raised the money by diluting the equity. Now the equity capital is almost like 705 crores or something. So many shares are there. So it's really big numbers. If they want to raise capital again, another 20-30 crores of shares will go away. So this is also one of the concern. However, just to come back, now the book value is 44.51. Let's consider it as 45. Even if you give price to book value of 2, the price should be 90. Currently it's at 87. So I mean, it is fairly valued as of now at 2. Even the bigger banks, I mean, of course, HDFC Bank, ICICI, and Kotak and all, they are trading still at 3. But I don't know whether IDFC First Bank will give the same, will get the same, price to book value of 3. I don't think so. That's why it is fairly valued now. Till the next quarter result comes, I think the price maybe it will be moving around there only. I think, as per my assumption, because I'm not sure how the market takes, because there are a lot of positives related to this reduction of GNPA, gross NPA and net NPA, as well as provision coverage ratio also gone to 83%. That's also good news. So there are also negatives like this, as I mentioned, but I'm not sure how the market takes on Tuesday. But however, I think it is fairly valued. So it's 45 into 2, 90. It's 87 price. So the downside is still limited. But upside, maybe it's a little bit tough. I think we may wait another 3 months for the next quarterly result, just to check, whether the price will increase or not. So just to come back, I think this is another good news. I mean, bank has already come up with a guidance too, because December 2023 end, 5 years has been completed for the after the merger, and they had given guidance one earlier. Um I think most of the things were achieved, except the cost to income ratio that was actually predicted for 55%, but it's still at around 73% or something. But as you can see, this guidance is really good. This is what the target they are giving financial year 29. As you can see, it's actually very, very optimistic. That's also one other good thing. Branches, number of branches, as I said, 35 were added in the last quarter. Now it is almost like 900 branches. They're saying it will be doubled. And customer deposit is 1 lakh 76,000 crores. Now they're saying it will almost like become 5.85 lakh crores. CASA deposits, anyway, we don't want to go in detail. Anyway, this is important. I mean, they are saying almost it will become double, 2.5 times. And loan book, as you can see, it's 1,89,000 crores. So they're saying it will also, double, or I mean, 2.5 times. That's really good thing, good guidance they've given. And the GNP and NNPA, since there are no big accounts now, infrastructure loan is only 2,000 now. I think they will also get rid of that one. If they get rid of that also, and then there will be only, retail, major portion will be retail loan book. So they are guiding for a, gross NPA and net NPA of 1.5 and zero point 0.4. This is really good. I think one eye-catchy thing is here, profit. They're guiding for 12,000 to 30,000 crores. So this is, I think, really good. Even if you see the dilution which may happen in next 5 years, even if you consider, shares of 1,000 crores shares, if you see this much profit, I think it could be around, 12 to 13 EPS. 12 to 13 EPS means, even if you give a 20, so the price should become 250 to 300 range, in 5 years time. That's what they're giving, and these are all the guidance. So this is one of the another good guidance what they've given. So considering, long term guidance, as well as, considering the positives, so the bank is really turning around. Maybe I think 1 or 2 quarters here and there could be hiccups. Let's monitor in the next 2 quarters and what will happen. Then let's see. Okay, I hope this video helped you. Please subscribe and support. Thanks for now. Bye.